What's up friends, Chook here and welcome back to Bit Heroes. So it is Saturday, it is Capture 8 Day, and we're going to do it. But before we start, we did finally get on the news a time frame for the new zone and raid coming. So there was speculation that it might have been today at this week's reset, but I didn't think it was going to be because normally they put like a countdown timer thing up, and that wasn't up yet. So yeah, it is next week. So as of next week, I will be doing Sunday item find again instead of Saturday capture rate, because now there's new loot and stuff to be had. So this will be the last Saturday capture rate video for a while, and we'll start doing the Sunday item find in the new zone and new raid and all the rest of it as of next week. Also, because this will come out on a Saturday and I can't stream because my internet sucks. What I'll do is I will probably record a big long video or 3 separate videos and upload them all on the same day. I'm not too sure which yet. I'll have to figure that out. But I'll do so when Raid 5 and Zone 8 came out, I did what's it called? Cambora, I think it's called. Let me just double check that. Yeah, I did Cambora. I did part 1, which was up to, I think, you know, this dungeon, and then part 2 to this dungeon, and then we did that, and then I did the new raid as well. So I'll either do that with the new zone, I'll either do part 1, part 2, and then the raid as 3 different videos, but I'll upload them all as soon as I can, or I'll just do one massive video going through it all, like an offline stream type thing, if that makes sense. And I'll hope to get them up the day it comes out, but again, my internet is crap, so I will upload that as soon as I possibly can, as of next Saturday when I can get around to recording it when it comes live. Either way, 60% capture rate here. We've got our runes on. Let's just double check. We do, so another 40%, so 100% capture rate. Let's do it. We did get the Wardy, no, sorry, we did get the, what's he called? Dryad, and we did get the Roleska +1, which is awesome. So let us go back to Ashenvale, yes, and let's go for a few Wardies. See if we can get him, and we'll do a few Yetis. And then we'll do a few Raid 2s and a few Raid 4s. And as is the normal kind of proceedings that we've been doing in the last few weeks or so, trying to get a bit of everything, because, you know, we need a bit of everything for capture rate. And that's why these videos are good. So we're not stuck just doing the same thing over and over and over again. We can switch it up. But getting rid of that Dryad was good. One less thing to worry about. So we still need 3 Yetis. So Fatty is no closer. It just, I don't know, the Yetis have dried up. I don't know. They're just not coming up for persuasion anywhere near as much as they used to. I think partly the fact is that I'm not just doing the Yeti dungeon over and over and over again. I'm, you know, switching it between, well, what was Dryad and Wardy and Yeti. So if I just did nothing but Yeti, obviously we would get more Yeti persuasion options. But we need the other 2. Well, now we need just Wardy. So hopefully we can grab him, and then that way we can just go back to Yeti and nothing but Yeti. Because apart from the Driffin and Duro Bombs, which are the 2 raid fams that we need, Wardy is the only other epic dungeon fam that we need. So once we get him, we don't need to do dungeons for another Walkham. And we can just focus on doing the Yetis, and also doing World Boss for Hobbit Feet. Now, speaking of World Boss, I've been saying in the last couple of weeks, or the last couple of videos at least, that talking about World Boss and getting Hobbit Feet and everything for whether it be Walkham or you know, Yorlag, Torlag, Gorlag, any of those guys, or the Demon, I think it's Demon Juice from the Netherworld. I've been saying that it is a case of item find, and so to go down into a lower tier and do it on heroic, so go down to like tier 4 or 5 or 3 or whatever it is and do them on heroic, giving you more item find, giving you more chance to find those Hobbit Feet or Demon Juice. Turns out that's wrong. I was informed in the comments by someone that it's been confirmed that the Hobbit Feet and Demon Juice are kind of like robot sprockets. In the fact that they don't count item find. They're not affected by item find, I should say, and they're just a random drop that just happens. So yeah, it seemed like maybe it was just a psychological thing, but it seemed like when I went down to lower tiers and was doing heroic, that I was getting more Hobbit feet, or well, at least, I don't know, it felt like it. But it is confirmed that that is not the case. So, you know, if you're looking particularly for Hobbit feet or the Demon Juice, it doesn't matter what difficulty you do. So if you're lower, like if you're not at max TS, you're not maxed out on tier 8 gear or anything like that, you may as well just keep doing tier 8 normals or hards or whatever you're doing to try and get some legendaries as well. Because whether you do it on normal, hard, or heroic, it makes no difference. And if you are maxed out like I am, I don't know, man. Just maybe like the new tier is next week, so you know you could always just do normal on tier 9 when it comes out, which is definitely what I'll be doing. But until next week, you could just go onto the wiki or wherever and take a look at all of the different tiers, what the different tiers drop as far as items, as far as gear, and just see which ones look cool, and just go try to aim for those legendaries just for cosmetics. I did that a while ago. I really wanted, I think it's called Bloodjaw. Well, okay, after this encounter, I'll show you. I think the helmet's called Bloodjaw, and then I can't remember what the chest piece is called, but I wanted both of them. So I think it was tier 4, might have been tier 5. But anyway, this one, yeah, Bloodjaw. That's what that looks like. I really wanted that. And the chest piece is called this one, Lich Tunic. So I wanted this cosmetic get up. So I just did raid 4 or whatever it was, world boss, to get those. And in doing so, you know, got Hobbit feet while doing it. So yeah, if you don't particularly need tier 8 gear, you could just go through and do lower tiers for the cosmetics that you want. But considering that the new content is out next week, you know, probably just doing tier 9 on normal initially, while everyone's, you know, for tier 9's sake, low TS, because we're just starting, will be the way to go, because you'll have a chance of getting legendaries from that as well. And who knows, maybe they'll bring in a new world boss, or we don't know. New content, it could be anything. Obviously, it's going to be a new zone and a new raid, but yeah, it could be a new expedition as well. It could be a new world boss. It could be lots of different things. So, in 1 week, we shall find out. So we'll finish this Warty dungeon off. Hopefully he comes up. Hopefully we can get him. Regardless of that, we will go to Yeti next. Because we only need the one Warty, as I've mentioned. So once we get him, damn it, we can stop coming here and focus purely on Yeti and Hobbit feet. Well, look, I was going to say we do have item find, so we could go get Hobbit feet, but I've just mentioned that item find has nothing to do with it. So maybe let's just do a few world bosses, right? So because the difficulty doesn't matter, we can just go down to tier like 4 and just do it on heroic because we can, and just start and smash it out. Heroic purely for the item find for the cosmetics, which is what I was just talking about. Okay, none there. Okay, we can go, we'll do a few more. We'll do 2 Yeti dungeons. None there. So we want to go down to 60 energy. Damn it, Hobbit feet, drop. Nothing. What are we at? 79. So if we do this, that'll do it. Also, the item find on heroics and stuff will help you get the schematics if you don't have them yet. So in that sense, going to heroics on lower tiers or whatever shall help. All right, let's do ourselves 2 Yetis. We completed a bounty. We are almost level 275, which is fairly good. Only 25 to go until level 300, which is a massive achievement, I guess. Well, it's, you know, one of those milestones. I guess every 50 levels seems like a milestone, right? After level 100, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, etc. Level 50 doesn't really seem like much. But definitely getting to level 100, I remember when I did that, like, it seemed like take for forever to get to a level 100. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, you're level 180 or something. But yeah, obviously the higher level you go, the more XP it takes to get to the next level. And just takes forever. Alright, here it is. So we can do him 2 times with the energy we've got available. And nothing. So let's complete another bounty, apparently. And what's this last one? Is it a PvP one? Yes, it is. Okay, so that'll just get done over the next few days. I always do PvP with 5 tokens. So I could just knock that out today by doing... How many do we need? Like 8? Let's do another dungeon. Oh, no. I need to wait 20 seconds. Well, we can look at this for 20 seconds. 9. So I could just do 9 single PvP events. Single token PvP events to knock this out, but it's going to happen regardless, like over time. Eventually it's going to work its way through. And, you know, doing 5 tokens means you only have to do PvP twice, unless you super enjoy it, in which case go for it. But I always do everything at 5 tokens. PvP, GVG, Trials, Gauntlet, whatever it is, I always do it at 5, because it gives you the most bang for your buck, as far as bonuses and stuff goes. It might be more beneficial to do it 1 by 1. You might end up with, like, eventually with more, like, beneficial stats and stuff doing it 1 by 1, but just knocking it out in 2 hits of 5 tokens just seems more efficient, I guess. Alright, let's see if we can get this Yeti. And then we shall head to raid... we'll do raid 2 first. No doubt Driffin won't come up, but we may get a 4th sex horse. Which is good. I mean, we don't use him for anything, but we can just have like a stable of sex horses. Which is nice. They can just, you know, have an orgy all day long. The more sex horses, the better. Okay, so no Yeti, which is a shame. And as I mentioned in a lot of videos, that the dungeon epic fams are a lot easier to catch than the raid epic fams. So the fact that none of the Warty or Yetis have come up, and they're the easier ones to catch, means that the Driffin and Duo Bombs is not looking good. But you never know. Okay, let's go to raid. Let's go to raid 2. And we'll knock out 2 of these, 2 of raid 4. And that should be enough. Maybe 1 of each, we'll see. I think 2. 2 should be enough. We should have enough time for 2, I should say. So yeah, I'm excited for next week. Finally getting some new content and stuff. You know, because I haven't really been doing much of raid 5 in the last probably month or so. Just because I haven't needed the legendaries. You know, I've been max upgrades and stuff. So I've been going back through all the older tiers, raids and everything, doing exactly what we're doing now. Even on Sunday, which was item find day, I would still go and try and capture familiars and stuff, because I don't need the legendaries. We'll just ignore that. I'll look at that later. We don't need the legendaries and stuff, so the item find, I just, you know, whatever. I guess we could go and try to get mythics and stuff like that, but I don't know. I want these familiars as soon as I can, so I was just using every day for capture rate, basically, even if there wasn't a capture rate bonus. But getting a whole new zone, which granted, I would think at max upgrades and everything in you know, legendaries, sets, and a mythic, we should be able to, with a meaty or Bobodom and a +2 Walcom, we should be able to knock out the new zone, I would think. Is that 2? That might be 2 Mimsies, actually. I don't know. I've been talking. I'm pretty sure we fought a Mimsy already. I think his name's Mimsy. Anyway. I think we should be able to knock out the zone in like one hit. So that will be good, but then it'll be done, right? We may get stuck at a dungeon, or a flag or something. Not a dungeon, a flag. But we'll see. But once that's done, I mean, we can obviously keep doing the new dungeons on Heroic to get the new fams and everything like that. Having said that, I haven't basically done Kambora since I cleared it. I haven't needed any of the fams for anything. So I just, once I cleared it, all the dungeons on Heroic, of which there are only 2 actually, I basically never went back. So yeah, the new zone isn't super interesting. It'll be interesting for that day, but then after you've cleared it, unless you need the fams, like whatever, but the new raid will be good. And as I mentioned, there might be new world boss or expedition or invasion or something, so we shall see. But new stuff is always good. It's always more exciting to do things you've never done before than to do something you've done a million times. And to see all the new cosmetics and stuff, and the new familiars and stuff, that's all cool. Okay, let's do one more. No Sex Horse wanted to join us, no Driffin, and no Purple Axe Guy. So I think like Purple Axe Guy always wanted to join. Like I think I had 4 of him or something, or 3 or 4 of him. He was always the one that would come up with Persuasion, but recently it's been Sex Horse. So you know, between the 2 of them, they want to join me way more than Driffin does. And Driffin's the only one that we need, because he's a son of a bitch and he never wants to join. Actually, speaking of, well, like, it's not really speaking of, I was going to refer to gems. We can see here that I'm at 4,400. I think last episode, or maybe recently at least, I was down in the 2,000s. I've been doing quite a few offer walls offers recently. A lot of them, in fact, all of them, apart from one, have been like slots, like those slot, you know, Poke Machine apps, which are super boring, man. Like, holy crap, are they boring? It's like, get to level 15, or get to level 50, or whatever it is, or unlock this particular slot or something. And, you know, each offer gives 300 or 400 gems or something, so it's worth doing. But it takes like a few hours, and it's like, there's no gameplay to it. You just press auto spin and then watch the screen, and then that's it. And then, you know, you might win like an event or something where you get free spins and all that, and that's like the most exciting part of it. So I was just watching a movie and some TV and stuff, and I thought, that'll do. So I just got my phone and did all these offer wall slot machine things, and yeah, super boring, but they're actually pretty achievable. Like, it doesn't take that long, and the rewards are pretty good as far as how many gems you get. So I recommend doing them, but maybe just do something else while you're doing them. And a lot of it is automated, like you just put on auto spin. So, you know, and then maybe don't set your bet too high. So like the more levels you gain, the more you can bet per spin or something. I don't know. I don't do gambling, so but that's how it works. So, you know, instead of betting like 250 grand per spin, bet like 30 grand per spin. And then that way, like, if you win, you don't win as much as your 250 grand, but you also don't run out of money straight away if you don't win. Say you got like 2 million credits or $2 million or whatever it wants to be, and you are spinning for 250 grand, you've got 8 spins, and if you don't win in 8 spins, you've lost all your money. Whereas if you do 30 spins, you know, eventually you're going to win something. It won't be as much as if you had a one with the 250 spins, 250 grand spin. But that's what I did. I just did a lower bet and just put it on auto, and would just check it every like 5 minutes to make sure that, you know, it hadn't stopped or something. And after a few hours, you complete it, download the next one, do the next one, rinse and repeat. And doing that over a couple of hours over 2 days, a couple of hours a day, sorry, over 2 days, I got like 2,000 gems, so it's not bad. But it is extremely boring. So yeah, just do it while you're watching a movie, or, you know, playing Bit Heroes or something on Steam. Just chuck it on your phone, or I don't know. But it's pretty good. So the offer wall I'm doing now, I haven't started yet, but I've downloaded it, is something like warships or something. I don't know. It's get to level 12 or something, and it gives about 600 gems. So we'll see how long that takes. Some of them you can kind of get an idea of how long it's going to take. So there are a lot of them that are basically the same game, just with a different skin on it. So there's the Final Fantasy 15. There's like a Vikings one. There's like a space one. And they're all basically the exact same game, just with a different like theme. So one is Vikings, one's Final Fantasy. They take forever to get to Town Hall or Citadel or whatever they call it to level 10. Like, it takes a long ass time, and I can't be bothered with it. I did the Final Fantasy one back in the day, and I downloaded the Vikings one last night. And as soon as I realized what type of game it was, I just gave up. I'm like, I'm not doing this. So some of them you can tell that are going to take a while. But the slots ones seem to go fairly quickly. There's also like Homescape and Gardenville or Garden. It might even be Gardenscape. I don't know. Oh, see? Sex Horse. Oh, still. Sex Horse still, he loves this. Yeah, those, it's like finish a tutorial and it gives you like 120 gems or something. And the tutorial takes like 10 minutes. So some of them are really good, the offers. Some of them are horrendous. But yeah, I would say that those scapey ones, Gardenscape, Homescape, whatever, the slots are really good. And then if it's still around, the Merged Dragon one, it's 9k gems. So just alone, getting 9,000 gems is worth doing. So I would recommend those. If you're looking for offer walls to do them. And let's go to this one. The ones to avoid are the like city building ones, where it's like build a farm, build a mine, build a this, build a that, train 10 of these troops, upgrade your citadel, all this sort of stuff. Those take forever, and I would avoid them like the plague. So that's my offer wall advice. Let me know what your experience with the offer wall is, which ones have been good, which ones have been bad. I've actually had a few chats about offer wall during the week, the last few days particularly, because I've been doing it, as I just mentioned. And some people, like, I've had trouble with offer wall in the past where I've completed the offer and just haven't got the gems for it, and I've put in a ticket and everything and just never got it. And you just got to chalk that up to like, oh well, like, you know, what, I wasted a couple hours of my life. Who cares, really? You know? But some people have been telling me that they've just, none of the offers that they've completed they've ever got paid for. Which sucks, man. Because I've done a few, not heaps, but I've done a fair few that I just haven't worked. But I've also done a fair few that have worked. So I recommend doing it. And if you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, if you've never experienced this before, it's only on mobile, or you know, tablet or something. It's not on Steam. So if you only play Bit Heroes on Steam, all this offer wall jargon that I've just been talking about is not a thing. It's only on your mobile devices. But yeah, if you have experienced and done offer wall stuff and you've had a really good experience and got like a heap of gems from one of them or anything like that, let me know. And let everyone else know. Because, you know, the more free gems, the better, right? And yeah, just let me know your experience with offer wall, whether it's been good or bad. Mine's been pretty good. As I mentioned, I had a few little hiccups, but overall, it's definitely worth doing if you have the spare time. But yeah, I have heard horror stories as well, so I guess I've been lucky in that sense that I haven't had too many issues. So as well with the new content coming out, we were talking about the new cosmetics and the new familiars and stuff. There will also be new mounts, obviously. They will make cosmetic mounts, as they have been doing, as we've talked about many times, and they'll make them of the new fams as well. So maybe my top 5 familiar video, I would like top 5 familiars I'd like to see as mounts video was fairly well received. So maybe in the new content I'll make like another top 5 familiars I'd like to see as mounts out of the new content. I don't know, if you'd like to see that video, let me know in the comments. So yeah, I could do that, and we'll see what the fams are. Because if there's some that just look awesome, you know, like that would be a sweet mount. I'm assuming they'll get around to it. Because, you know, they're making all these mounts and stuff from all these older familiars. So it would seem silly now that they're doing these cosmetic mounts. They wouldn't do it on the new content as well. Okay, so we'll finish this raid and we'll call it a day as we're at 25 minutes. No Driffin and no duo bombs. In fact, we didn't catch anything, but we did get a sex horse offer himself up, which is always good. But yeah, yet another another capture rate day with no luck. I still obviously have 4 raids to go, so I'll do that my own time and hopefully something will pop up. In fact, last week that exact thing happened. On Thursday, I should say. We didn't get anything, and then I stopped recording, and the very next raid, I did raid 2, and I got a sex horse. So, you know, it's not only has Bit Heroes got that RNG thing to it, but it's also got, like, the recording's got that stigma to it as well. Like, if you're recording, nothing good will happen, but as soon as you stop recording, that's when shit happens. Same thing with winning that mythic, right? What was the mythic called? Where are we going? Equipment. This thing. Bedlam. I got that in Trials and Gauntlet, and just before recording. So had I actually recorded Trials, I wouldn't have got it. So yeah. Either way, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed that. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Well, I called it. The very next raid I went to after I stopped recording, duo bombs came up, and we got him. So didn't get it on the recording, but as soon as I stopped, went into the next raid, bang, there he is. So, yep, that's how it works. So now we just need to focus on Driffin. So we will be doing raid 2 from now on, as far as capture rate goes, until we get him, and then we can focus on other things. So yeah, hooray! If you like this video, click here to see another one just like it. If you're new to the channel and like what I'm doing, click here to subscribe and become the newest member of the Chicken Coop. If you really like what I'm doing, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description, where you can help support me and help the channel grow. You'll also find a link to the channel's Discord server where you can chat with me and other members of the Chicken Coop. And don't forget to hit that notification bell.